I gotta show y'all that I'm actually fucking good at this game. Watch me die as soon as I say that. But unbelievably, I found a game that's PvP that I am actually not bad at. And it is this game. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is all I fucking do the entire game. I don't kill anybody. See, look, and we just won. And it's because of my amazing 14 revives, first place, motherfucker. By the way, this is the United States versus Russia, which I think is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever, like, it makes me feel like, you know, like, all the propaganda and shit that they must have had, like, in World War II. Like, there must have been so much bullshit like this, right? Like, join the fight, like, kill all the Nazis or whatever. Except now it's like the same shit is happening. NATO's refusing to get involved. And fucking Battlefield is making the United States versus Russia. Anyway, yeah, I should have played this game instead of playing Breakpoint because I'm terrible at Breakpoint. I literally am awful. But I'm actually good at this game. Like, it is... I'm gonna try and get, like, my... Here's what I'm doing, by the way. I'm literally balancing this phone on my coffee cup that I am drinking with a straw so that I can share my content with you. This takes forever to fucking load, by the way. I actually made a treehouse version of this. They're called experiences, so I called it the treehouse experience, only to realize that it sounds like the girlfriend experience. And I couldn't make a joke about that in the actual, thing, because I ran out of characters to type. Alright. But other than what I do, which is literally, I have like a fucking defibrillator and I go around fucking like shooting people with my cocaine gun, which I love. Excuse me, sir. Would you like some cocaine? I'm like one of those like doctors from the Nick. Do you ever see that fucking show? Excuse me, sir. Do you need your daily crack cocaine? I mean, that is what has to be in that fucking gun. Because when you shoot somebody with it, they instantly wake up and kill 50 people. So if that's not cocaine, I don't know what it is. It's like experimental military drugs. Actually, I think the assault syringe for the assault class. See? And then I shoot myself with some cocaine. One for you, one for me. I always have to shoot myself with a little... Oh, Jesus. See, the only thing is that I'm still, like... This is literally, like, my second time playing this, by the way. The first time I played it was literally the round before this round, where yeah, so I'm having trouble with the different guns. Like, the gun that I use to heal myself, and then it doesn't, like, put it away. I have to hit triangle to, like, get my other gun back. And whilst I can usually, like, I can heal myself, but, then my gun that has cocaine in it only shoots cocaine. It doesn't shoot real bullets. So the switching between the two of them is a little messed up. See, Flounder, somebody said that that they didn't have the class system. They had it in no, they didn't have it in 5, but I love that they have it in 2040, whatever year this is. I want to say 2048, but I don't know. I feel like there's 100 million people shooting directly at my head. These Russians, man. Gotta go join the fight for Pearl Harbor. That's what I fucking feel like. Like, it's just like a whole bunch of fucking U.S. military propaganda. Well, obviously, it's the fucking Battlefield franchise. If there's a less propagandized version of these fucking shooting games, I don't know what it is. A Call of Duty, I guess, would be. Shit balls. Need some cocaine. I lost visual, sir. Oh my god, I can give you cocaine. No, get back here. Come back here, let me shoot you with some love. I didn't shoot him with love, so I electrocuted him. Oh, there's another one. Hell yeah. Hoorah, motherfucker. Oh shit, there's more. Jesus Christ, how many fucking people? Take your cocaine. What was that game? Oh, I died. Yeah, she did this in the fucking, she did that in 5? I forget, yeah, I keep saying 4 because I actually played Battlefield 4. Like, I played the whole campaign. And that was, like, the Battlefield that I know. Shitballs, motherfucker, fuck! I actually got a kill on my very first round that I ever played. I got a fucking kill, if you can believe that shit. Holy fuck, okay. Y'all are dead. Yeah, I think, well, if we didn't lose that, we are extremely close to losing it. So far, I've tried the LMG, and oh, Jesus Christ. I've tried the oh my god. It's time for me to go to work, boys. Well, I got 2 of you anyway. That's how you win, though, because, ooh, thank you. Almost got her. I have like major stick drift on this. That's why I can only be a medic and I can't be like a regular person, because like Flounder has seen this where I will point at a target and shoot at the target for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, like in a row. And it'll just keep drifting all over the place. And I know that there are settings that can fix that, but I don't understand how to use them. I've tried to like change the settings and like figure out how to make it better, but nothing really works. I don't think it's stick drift. It's probably something else that's wrong with it. Like anytime that I can get my cocaine gun. Anytime that I, like, am standing still, like, it moves on its own. Like, anytime I point in one direction, it will start pointing back in another direction. Like, it's not about whether or not, like, it responds to input, because it does. It just pulls me back, like, immediately after I point at something. So, I struggle with, like, aiming. So, that's why I love this fucking game, because I'm number 1. I'm literally the number 1 fucking guy who goes around and gives people their daily joy. That's what it was called. It was called Joy. I shoot cocaine at people and electrocute them all day. That's what I do. See, and then I have to... See, I am good at... Oh, never mind. Sorry, bro. Can I heal you with some crack cocaine? Would you like some of that? I keep making the crack cocaine jokes. It amused me. But now I need another joke. I'll fire you with some... What's the other shit that they took in the neck? Laudanum? Yeah, fucking laudanum. Man, I would love to try laudanum. I was so busy simping over laudanum that I didn't notice the Russian gentleman sneaking behind me. See, and the cool thing is that I accidentally mapped both of those buttons to the same one. So I think if I press it, no, never mind. I don't remember, like, there was a certain thing I could do, like, if I press it immediately, it lets me get revived more quickly, but if, like, see, if I just press it, like, right away, it will let me, but if I, wait a little bit, then it goes to skip to deploy. I actually changed every single fucking button on this because, I hated every button, like, where it was. Like, the whole control scheme was the fucking worst. Like, I wasn't used to any of this, like, and it was nice because I got to put, like, the different stuff that I'm used to. I'm first, I'm number one, bitch. Oh no, I was Russia. See, I don't like that. I don't want to be fucking Russian. Well, if I was in Russia, I wouldn't want to be Russian either. I guess so. That works out, doesn't it? I don't understand what these little indicators are. I used to think that they were like the R2 and R1 buttons, but they're not. I'm just watching the time on this because I guarantee you this is going to run out. Holy shit. I am actually doing so good. I got a bunch of levels because of Treehouse Experience. I spent like an hour going through all of my settings, and in that time it kept putting me through matches, and I got like the most outstanding player award, and like I was in a match by myself with nobody in it, and it just like put me through the match and was like, you're the best. So I got up to like level 4 by doing nothing, and then I played like for like maybe an hour before I started catching this on streaming because I wanted people to see that I can actually play a video game. It's amazing. I've never experienced being good at something before. Well, I was good at Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect multiplayer. Because somebody taught me how to play it. All you do is use freeze and fire at the same time. Like, one person has freeze and one person has fire, and do that with each of your teammates, so 2 freeze, 2 fire, and you can play on platinum and fucking kill everything. Very easy. Man, this game is fucked up when it comes to the textures, though. Like, I wanted to put my field of vision out to, like, past 90, and it literally would not load me in the game when I tried to do that. I was like, well, don't give me the option, bitch, because I'll fucking do it. Gotcha. Okay, fine, I'll come and stab you. Oh, shit balls. I know that there's a motherfucker over there. See, I have to switch my weapon back manually, and I just pressed the wrong button. Yeah, see, I have to switch back manually. That drives me fucking berserk. I'm going to throw a fucking grenade at you, bitch. And I hope that you eat my balls. Someone's trying to outdo me? Well, they probably can now because I died. This game is fucking perfect for somebody like me. Because that's what I love to do in these shooter games. I love to be the medic. I love to run around and fucking revive people. That's like my favorite thing to do. I don't even like killing. I mean, well, oh, they're above me. Look how happy he looks that he shot me in my head, committing war crimes against me. Well, that's the Russians for you, right? Am I right? I mean, like, I was gonna say that, like, as a joke, but then I just, like, zoned out and went, yeah, that's right. Like, yeah. It's, you know, gallows humor, I suppose, but fuck. At least the ICC have issued a warrant for his arrest, and Germany, and who was it? Was it Germany or Ireland first? Was like, if he comes here, we're gonna fucking arrest his ass. So that's good. I mean, I was like reading, I mean, this is gonna get fucking heavy because I'm just talking to myself, so like, I don't perceive that I have an audience. I'm just speaking, and when I speak to myself, I say horrible garbage. But I was reading an account of that woman whose son essentially really harmed like an infant. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna like be any more specific. And she was proud of him. Like, they did an interview with her and she was like, my son is the best soldier ever. Like, I hope he comes home and this is all a lie by the evil NATO or whatever it was. It's like, that baby was a Nazi. That's why he did it. Like, you know, just like retarded shit. I mean, okay, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I've studied history, like, a lot. And this is actually a part of history that I know about very, very well because it is something that it just happens to be in the cross-section of the things that were relevant to my field of study, which was partially what I'm doing my course on, which is like the intersection of trauma throughout global conflict. And essentially, like, people probably don't even know what it is that they're referring to, like, because in, like, 2023, we basically just call anybody that's, like, a dick a Nazi, like, anybody that's, like, transphobic or, like, something, like, and it's true, like, they are, like, you know, commandeering Nazi ideology because the Nazis did it first, and we're efficient about it, I suppose, but, see, like, it just goes, like, it waves, it goes back and forth, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is not that. What I mean to say is that in 2023, and especially with people that are very young, like, the word Nazi almost has a different meaning now than it did in, like, the 80s, like, when there were people alive that, like, remembered the actual Nazis. Like, for us, it's almost more like an ideology. Like, if you have this certain ideology, you're a Nazi. Like, and I would say that that's true, that words change and words gain new meanings. And, like, the National Socialist Party of Germany does not exist. So, you know, whatever, they co-opt the word, like, not co-opt, but, you know, change that definition to be more modern. That makes sense. But what they're actually talking about when they're talking about Ukraine in particular, obviously they have either one of the first or their first ever Jewish president, which is a big deal for the Ukraine because during World War II, they actually were very much Nazis. Like, and this is true. A lot of pogroms happened in Ukraine. A lot of voluntary SS members were Ukrainian, and they actually even had a name for them. They were called the Travnikis, and or if you say it like a Western, like the Tronickies. And it was this group of people, if you've ever seen The Devil Next Door, with Ivan Marchenko or whatever his name is, whatever. That was what they suspected him of being. They suspected him of being at Sobibor and at Treblinka. And the group of people, all of them were volunteers. A lot of them were essentially like contracted by the SS. They weren't really in the SS. They were just basically like a group of Ukrainians that the Nazis looked at and were like you guys like love killing the shit out of Jews, so go and do that for us. And and some of them actually became full SS members, and that's why Marchenko had his blood group tattoo removed. Anybody that has one of those tattoos, like, they were not forced into being a Nazi. There's a lot of like narratives like oh, they couldn't help it, they had to be a Nazi. While it was true that most people had to register for the Nazi party, that does not make them the Nazis that we're talking about. It would be like if DeSantis, which he's actually starting to do now, by the way, if DeSantis said you are not allowed to register as a Democrat, you can only register as a Republican. If you register to vote, you are a Republican, and there are no more Democrats. So that's essentially like what it was like. But when we talk about Nazis, like the people that were prosecuting, the people that were actually like looking for, most of those guys were volunteers. Like almost 100% of them were volunteers. Some of them might have been a bit younger, but if you were killing people as a Nazi, you volunteered to do that. And so there is like a very storied history behind behind Ukraine and the Jewish community, but that never really had too much to do actually with Soviet versus Ukrainian interests. Nazi versus Ukrainian interests, because the only interest that they had was essentially land and power, and the Soviets ended up fighting against the Nazis. This is true, and they were the ones that actually liberated Auschwitz. There's this weird, like, historical fan fiction that the United States somehow had something to do with Auschwitz, but they did not. The United States was nowhere fucking near Auschwitz when it got liberated. It was liberated by the Soviets. It was extremely awful and bloody and brutal and disgusting, and the Soviets raped and pillaged essentially as they went along. And so the Soviets were not actually like the grand saviors of anything even back then, because when they did finally liberate the Jews from the Nazis, they totally brutalized them, and so they don't really get to claim that. And if we had any lasting tension with the Ukrainian community, that's ours to deal with. That's Putin and all of that shit. There's no way in hell that we would ever say that, yeah, you should go and denazify them, because, like, that's not your fight ever. And so, yeah, I just turned my joke about a war crime into an actual blah of a history. Sorry, because it just gets me fucking amped up as I play this game. I don't even know what I'm doing, by the way. I got so fucking amped up talking about all this shit that I literally do not know what has happened in the last, like... Did I kill someone? Like, did I actually play the fucking game? I thought he said, come mierda, culeros. Wow. I'm doing terrible at this. Oh no. Well, I should have at least helped him. But again, you see, when I aim, my stick just goes shoot. Anyway, yeah, I've been talking for 25 minutes, so I'm gonna stop talking now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed your cursory history lesson. Bye!